YouTube. Hi, this is Miss Fancy coming back at you with another video. Look, I came to do Let's Talk this morning while I'm sipping on my coffee and all that good stuff. But I have a question for you guys. How's y'all Christmas week, by the way? Leave comments down below. Please like, share, and comment and subscribe to my channel. Well, the question I had is, do men really think black women are desperate for a relationship with them? I've been looking at a lot of different videos pertaining to all these topics with men and women stating that, how black men are, how black women are, with this, with that. I'm not going to go into the particulars. I really don't care. But from what I've seen in the dating scene this year, since I'm single again, that it seems to be women are desperate for a man. Instead of finding time for self and self-loving, self-reflecting, and it's kind of hard to say who's right for who. You really don't know until you sit in. And we do have these high expectations of people when people don't really know what they want. They say one thing, but then they get what they expect from the person. But then other things come along with that and you're unsatisfied and you run out, either cheat, walk away from it, or you sit in a relationship. So for women, from my perspective, from a woman, I've seen that women will put up with a lot of stuff in relationships to either the man walk away or stay in it for umpteen years to say they have someone in their lives. Why I say that? Because I can speak a little bit, not to the question, but on the relationship thing, because I'm going through that right now. I am single. I left a relationship almost 2 years ago. I am in the healing process. It does take time to heal when you genuinely love someone, not when you're faking the funk and trying to get something out of someone. It's a big difference. When you genuinely love someone, you have to heal from past hurts, traumas, things that, will regurgitate from that relationship to, in order to, if you want another relationship down the line and be fair in that relationship, you have to give yourself time to heal. Sometimes we don't do that. We are geared as human beings to want companionship. That is in our natural DNA. There's no way around it. But we got to be mindful of what we're choosing, what we're allowed to pass through in order to have someone. Cause just because they look gorgeous or you feel like you could deal with someone that's, with their stuff, sometimes those be the main issues from what you learned from the beginning down in the relationship. And it's not always good because that's a constant argument. That's what you're constantly always arguing about. I had a visitor this weekend and it shocked me because I wasn't expecting it and it did come. But we had a conversation. I don't know if he got where I was coming from with what I was saying, but I know that toxicity has a way of finding you when you're at peace, to try to disrupt what you have, aligned for yourself. Yeah, that person drew up old feelings, and they drew up love that I still have for the person because I genuinely care, not just on a romantic level, but as that person being a human being. Because I'm not a destructive person, so I didn't want to bring destruction to his life. So with that being said, I don't know what that person's agenda was for showing up. Um, did they really care or anything like that? I didn't feel that way because of past experiences. So, those are my reasons. Um, so I felt like the conversation was the dead end. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't produce anything. It didn't bring forth fruit. It didn't bring forth closure. It didn't bring forth anything but a dead end conversation. And a lot of times we allow those conversations when you already know what the deal is. You know what was really going on. But anyway, that didn't sit well with me, you know, because it's like, you're trying to come over here to disrupt my energy bubble, because my energy is good. I am in a positive mind state, not caring what's going on with that person. All I can do is ask the good Lord above to watch over them, protect them, and all that stuff, and let that be the reason and move forward in my life with the things I have going on. But some kind of way that person found me. And with that being said, it was okay talk. I mean, we talked about past things that can't be rectified or fixed at this point. Because that's work within self. You have to work on self in order to move away from things. And I believe once trust is broken in a relationship, it's hard to regain that trust. Now, it's different with your children. It is very different with them. But in a romantic relationship, it is hard to get that trust back with that person that you broke the trust with. No matter what you do, no matter what you say or anything, because a lot of things you could be doing the right thing, but in that person's mind, until they really comprehend that you are growing and that you are really going in the right direction, then you know um yeah, then you can gain trust back, but still you won't gain it back fully. That will never happen. But yes, I had that visitor, and it was great to see him. It was good to know that he was okay. I felt in my spirit and from the energies that I felt for him, I felt like something was going on with him. Um, but I can't be that comfort for you anymore. I can't be those things that I once was. You know, with that, prior to that, I found out he's in a whole new relationship. I didn't like the idea that he denied the woman. I didn't like the idea that he wasn't forthcoming with it, because it didn't make sense to me. If you moved on, you moved on. So what? That's you. That's not my life. I can't deal with that. But with that being said, it's like, you know, with my healing process and that happening, it could have been, it could have went left. It could have been where I fell back into that. It could have been where that I felt so lonely. I fell back into that, because I am saying I'm not dating anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. It's nothing out out here that is holding my interest other than what the things that I have really going on in my life. So it's not another person. So with that being said, I could have fell back into that. But I knew that is not good for me. Not at this point in my life, not where I'm trying to go, not where I'm trying to head to, not what I'm trying to do. Um, and sometimes you could be at such peace, things do come. And, he had his reason as to why he decided to show up on me. And I let that be the reason. But I shouldn't have gave an inch. I should have just let that, look, don't show up at me on my house, just go. But I didn't. I heard him out and all that good stuff. But it still didn't accomplish anything. That's the beauty in it. It didn't accomplish anything. Because it could, like I said, it could have went left. But I see that I'm not desperate for a relationship. I'm not desperate just to take things back into my life to say, because, I need someone. No, I need me. And at this point in time, my self-love, my self-respect, the things that I want in life, I value it more. No matter what I'm hearing from women, no matter what I'm hearing on the men's side, I know that I have to value myself more. And that's the problem. A lot of us don't value ourselves. So we will take anything and fall for anything. No matter what a man is speaking, well, you this, you're an angry black woman, da 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 da. That's your matter of opinion. That's cool. That's your opinion. So at the end of the day, I don't see it as such. I just see it as me speaking my truth. Now, it depends on the delivery of it. Of course, I can understand where you may be coming from. Because a lot of times when people hear things that they don't like, they label you. They will label you whatever they choose to label you as because they don't respect your opinion. And that's the problem. We don't know how to respect each other's opinion, even if we don't like what we're hearing. And they kind of taught me that Saturday with us sitting here talking, a lot of things did come out. You know, I don't know if it was truthful on his side or, like I said, to what his intentions were by doing what he did. But for me, I spoke my truth and I spoke what I had been sitting in my alone time, knowing that I don't want anymore, knowing that I'm not willing to put up with anymore, knowing that this doesn't work for me anymore, or this is not going to work that way anymore. Because at the end of the day, you still get the same results. And every relationship I've been in has proven that. And all I want to do is be the better version than where I was to today. So I'm learning to do those things for myself. I know having cultivating relationships are great, but that shouldn't be your main focus. That is the problem. We put all our time on that instead of cultivate some of that energy within self, and a lot of us don't, you know. um but yeah, so I just don't understand. I mean, and at this point, I say that I don't want a relationship, but in my heart I do. But I know it's not the right time for me. It's coming. I know it is, you know, but I'm not willing to settle for anything because a man is just speaking what he's speaking to you. No, your actions have to line up and show and prove. And that's all I'm on. And right now, you know, I see a lot of men have issues. You know, even if he's a good man, he may have certain issues that I'm willing not to put up with. And that's my intention, and it's cool for me because I have to live my life. No one's living this for me but me. So you know, tell me what y'all think. Are women so desperate for relationships? Do they have to have those? And you have to question yourself, is it desperation or is it true love that you seek? Because if you're seeking true love, you might as well let that go because that's a fixation of mine. Love grows in a relationship. You grow in love. It's not just a feeling, it's an action too. So you have to, they say this saying that you, what you want, you put out. A lot of times you're putting it out, but you don't receive it back because that person doesn't know how to give or they're not ready to give. So a lot of times you just waiting. So sometimes it's best to wait by yourself and still love on yourself and allow that person to learn what they have to learn for themselves. Everybody's at different learning stages. Everybody don't know everything. I don't care what age group you are in, you know. So we can write as many books. We talk about it from our experiences, from other people's experiences, but there's no book on it. There's no right or wrong way. It's just knowing the value of you, you know. And it's okay to have expectations, because people say don't have it. That's a lie. You have expectations in everything that you do, because you do want things to be a certain way, or you want them to go a certain way, and you desire honesty, truth, and loyalty from people. So, and from relationships that you're in, you desire that. Now, to say if you giving that, that's a big difference. Now, if you're not giving that, then you may be someone that will give you that, but are you willing to give it back? And that's the problem. You know, a lot of people are not willing to give what they receive, and some people are users. But as I learned, with everyone in the world, it has to be a balance. Everyone is not good. Everyone don't have your best intentions. Everybody is selfish, including me. I am selfish because I know what I want. And it's not saying selfishness is a bad thing. So that is not the thing. It's just that we have our own agenda. It depends on if it's good or bad, you know, and do you have the other person in mind when it's good or bad? You know, do you have great intentions or bad intentions for the person? Because at the end of the day, you can think you have good intentions all day long, but you're doing bad ass shit to the person to hurt them. And, you know, so for me, experiencing all that I've experienced, because I have been married, I've been in relationships for a very long time. And this is my second time learning self love. And it's more gratifying this time because it's different. It is like, you know, I had never dealt with a person that cheated on me until now, to my ex. And that person wasn't loyal. You know, he told lies. But in his mind, he said he did. And that is weird to me, because, as I said, everyone knows what they do behind closed doors, away from the person that you're with. You know exactly what you do. So you can lie, cheat, scheme, but in your mind, you know exactly what you did. And to a certain extent, some of those things do come out in a relationship, and that what breaks the trust. That what breaks that person. That what breaks the bond that you and that person had. And you just move away. You know, you give it up. So for that person to think they was just so good in a relationship, they had good moments, but for them, it's something they need to work on. You know, but yeah, so that was my weekend. But as well, I found this store and I picked up these cards, which is self-love oracle cards. You'll be seeing these in some readings that I do and stuff. So I did a reading for myself this morning, and it's finding love, peace, and happiness for yourself through your chakras. So that's what I'm doing for me right now. I'm still in the healing process, and letting a lot of those past things go and moving forward for me, and you know, loving on me. It's not just about the material things, but it's about my spirit too. My spirit was really broken from that relationship. And, you know, for the person to come back around and stuff, like I said, it was good to see him. It was good to, you know, hear certain things from him, but it wasn't believable to me. So, because I still don't trust him. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I can't help that. You know, because like I said, emotionally, he affected me in a very negative way. Um, so yeah, and when that happens, it's hard to start back up with your past. Only thing you can do is move forward, and that's what I'm continuously want to do, is move forward in positivity. Even if we can move forward in positivity, I am geared towards that. And like I said, that conversation was fine. Even if I never see him again another day in my life, all I know is that God is taking care of him and his family. And, you know, that's all I can wish for. So other than that, I could just do what I need to do to love on myself, love on my family, and keep pressing forward in my life and heal, getting the healing that I need and the dismissal of the memories and all the trauma, because I don't want to take trauma into another relationship when I do. So, you know, and a lot of times as women, we have to listen to our men. We have to listen because they are hurting too, and we don't. We feel like we're just right. And, people may say, well, why you let him in and listen? No, I want to listen because he's hurt. He's hurt, traumatized, and he may not say it. He may not verbalize it, but it's there. And sometimes you have to allow somebody just to even just talk, to get whatever they need to get and move on. You know, it didn't cost me a thing. So, but this is who I am, Miss Fancy, trying to learn to do better by myself. Not only that, by my male brothers and things of that nature, and knowing that whatever's wrong with me, I have to find time out to heal it within me before I can go on with someone else. Because I don't want to emotionally fuck them up or mentally or physically or any of that because of past traumas or past things that I hold on to. That's not fair to them. And so, but praying that that person that I meet has went through that same process and they know better, So, but that's the chance and the risk you take when you're doing relationships. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get ready for work. Headed back today. Yeah, I had a great weekend. I started a gym membership, girl, guys. So I'll be working out. I'm not super sore today, but I am sore. So I want to start back working out on my health and doing those things. So I will be posting videos on my channel about that. My channel is based off my life. These are things that I'm doing. So you may see the tarot cards, you may see the oracle cards, you may see the positive affirmation cards, but it is all geared towards self-love, self-finding. Who are you? What are you designed to come and do? What is your purpose outside of other people? Who are you? So you're seeing this journey with me and stuff. So come and take the journey. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my video. I'll be back with another video, but I want to know, leave the comments below. It will be open to my question. Do you think women are desperate for relationships? And do you think men are, So leave your comments below. Maybe give me a topic to talk about, and let's talk and stuff like that. So till next time, guys. Love y'all. Peace.